Monica and I were having a fun time catching up and sharing our woes of acne, our
You can't
late.
tell because of like the 2 inches of makeup that I have on my face.
Yeah, well, I don't do the whole makeup thing. So mine is right there and it's huge and it hurts. And it's like, dang it. Whereas we're talking, it's like, come on, I'm 42 years old, still dealing with acne. The gray is coming in, and I don't know when I'm going to get to see my hairdresser. So I might have to have a first time of doing my hair at home, and that should be
Ooh,
interesting.
I
I
like
just
it.
scared like I totally won't like match it, even though I do have highlights, and I'll completely like screw it up. But I just might
Well,
have
you'll
to.
look beautiful. So
Aw,
you're gonna look
thanks.
fantastic, whatever you
Thanks.
do.
Might have to just go ahead and risk it.
I don't know why, but every time I do that, it's like the Jewish New York like grandma comes out. Like, you'll look beautiful. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. All right. So, everyone that is watching, you're in for a treat. My girl Monica is here with me. I met Monica, was it 2013 or 2014 that you got Mar for your AF?
I
I think
think
it's
it's
13.
14.
Was it 14? Yeah. So she's a fellow Marine Corps officer, also doing some chilling in the reserves, but mobilizing every now and then. And we met in Germany at Marfor Uraf in 2014. She came over. I was not very friendly when she came for a visit because my life was hell at that time. But she came over to see me up in the G6 office, and we met, and we got to chat, hang out a little bit. She was nice enough to also dog sit little man. I don't know how many of little mans. You know what? Don and Jocelyn, I guess my best buddies, clearly are the ones who have dog sat little man because you guys are the ones coming on the podcast with me. So that is very telling what kind of people do dog
Selfless,
sitting and are there for their friends. So
selfless, humble, fantastic individuals. I agree completely.
yes. And and Monica, it was not a first for her, but it was first for me. So she shared the first with me. So we were both back in Germany. Is it 2 years now? Last year? Good God, last year. And
I have a horrible sense of time.
yeah, so she was there when I went and did my first escape room, which we did not escape
It's
from. And it was
all
a
good. It's all good.
it was a rough one. It was definitely not easy. I'm
It
blaming
didn't
it.
make any sense.
Yeah, I'm totally blaming it on like the whole German translating to English, and it didn't pan out very well. That's what I'm
Confirmed.
blaming it on, and our lack of intelligence.
No, I totally agree with that because clearly we are very intelligent individuals.
Yes. So Monica, you are joining us wearing your famous onesie. I got to start with that before we go anywhere else.
I decided I decided to wear the onesie as a tribute because this is the first time I am wearing a onesie on a Zoom podcast.
Yeah. You're ballsy. I love you.
Here, hold on. Well, this is it, and it's in all glory. It's my
Yay.
onesie too.
That's money. That's awesome. All right. So let's get into this.
Okay.
Let's get into your story of your first concert. When was it? Where was it? And who did you go listen to?
Okay. So my first concert was when I was like 16 years old. So I was really, really obsessed with this group called well, with K-pop. K-pop is big now, but it was not that big like then. This Korean pop group. And it was in the 90s, so it wasn't pop, it was R&B. So it was this yeah. So like I was obsessed with this group called Solid, and they would, they had the really like deep voice rapper, which I was obsessed with. And then, they'd have like the guy that's like the only guy who can sing, but he wasn't all that great looking. And then you have like, I don't know, like the third guy that's like just standing there. But anyways, they were like, they had that like cheerleader effect where all of them looked really, really hot, but individual, they're probably like questionable. But like I was able, like, I was granted the opportunity to go see them in Korea for a concert, and it was called Kayo Top 10. It was a really big like show venue in Korea. It would show all these like really famous singers at the time and do the top 10 of the week. So the day before the concert, I actually went to go to an amusement park, and we ate these like noodles um, in this like uncooked broth or something like that. But like I didn't know that in the 90s, the water quality in Seoul, Korea was not all that great. So
Yeah, and you weren't living there, so you weren't used to. Yeah, okay.
no, I had American stomach eating Korean food, and it destroyed my stomach. Like I had the stomach bug. I was throwing up the whole night. It was horrible. So like the next day, which is concert day, I've been looking forward to this for like ever. Um I like wake up at like noon or something like that, and my parents are like, dude, you're not going to the concert, you're going to the hospital. And I'm like, no, I have to go to the concert because clearly the love of my life is
Is
waiting for
there?
me there.
Yes.
It's
You must go.
16 years old, the love of my life is there. So like I they dragged me to the hospital, like, fine, let's go to the hospital first and figure you out, because I was incredibly like dehydrated. So they stick an IV in me, and the doctor says that I have to wait until the IV is like done and to really take it easy and just go home and rest. And I specifically remember telling the doctor that this is not going to happen.
Happening. Thank you, but no. Appreciate your concern, but no.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, you don't understand. There are priorities in life, and that priority is the fact that I need to go see this concert. This like confirms to me that teenagers are not smart. So he, out of like doctor's order, like against doctor's orders, he like takes the IV out of my arm, and then I'm like, we're going to the concert. So my parents, who are like, my mom actually, who's like this nicest lady, she's like, no, okay, I know you've been wanting to see this concert for a while. So she takes me. I'm able to stand, but I'm like really, really weak. So I go there and I'm like, hi. I'm just like counting down the minutes, waiting for them to show up, whereas like all the other 16-year-old girls next to me are like, that scream that 16-year-old girls do, where it's like,
Yeah.
it sounds like their legs are being ripped off from their bodies. Or like, I'm like so weak that I can't even do that. So I'm like mustering up all my energy just to scream for when Solid comes on. And no joke, they freaking don't show up.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? Oh, I was not seeing that punchline come in.
Oh yeah, they have a filler. Like they had like a recording. These fools do not show up. And I'm obviously disappointed, but like, I don't know. It still makes for a good story for my first concert, but still, I
Yeah.
remember being a livid and very sick 16-year-old.
So did you stay through like the fake thing, or was your mom like, "Oh, we're out of here"?
Well, like after like the radio, like they played the song over the intercom, my mom's like, all right, you're gonna friggin' die on me right now. We're out. So she pulled me out, took me home, and I was able to rest.
Oh, so did you ever go back and have the opportunity to see them, or you're like, I'm done. I don't like you guys suck.
No, I mean, I was still obsessed with them because, they are my true love. So they could do no wrong, apparently. But I wasn't able to see them again. I didn't have the opportunity. But
I guess they're not like the Who or the Grateful Dead. They're not going to be touring again.
no, no. They had like maybe like 3 CDs that were a hit. They're probably like I don't know. I probably wouldn't even recognize them if I walked along the street.
A long gone.
Yeah.
Oh man. So what was your next concert? What was the first successful concert?
Oh, you know what? I don't remember because I actually don't go to a lot of concerts. Um, I get very tired and sleepy. I'm like standing. I have to stand. What is this? My knees hurt. But I probably went to like some like small gigs with like smaller bands, which I like. I like
Yeah.
that whole like small
More
gigs.
intimate. Yeah.
Yeah, like sitting in a bar and just like listening to music because you're because you're sitting.
So was it also the first time you were ever that sick that you got food poisoning?
Oh no, I've gotten food poisoning several times. I'm pretty stupid when it comes to eating stuff. Like I'll just straight up put anything in my mouth. Wait, that did not come out right.
That's how you say
Let me correct myself. I will straight up like eat any food. In fact, that's one of the things I love doing when I travel is I will try to figure out the food of that area and we'll try to eat it.
How have you not learned the lesson though that might cause you to get sick?
Because I'll have like experiences like haggis.
What
Like
is haggis?
delicious. It's phenomenal. I remember the waiter's like, you're American? You might not like this. I think it's like somebody's gonna call me out on this. It's like sheep's stomach lining or something, and they stuff like they take like the sheep's meat and then they stuff it in their stomach. I mean, it's like some Saw
It's
stuff, okay?
disturbing, man. That's I'm gonna take
In
your
there.
own insides and put it in your insides.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, it's like Inception and Saw put together. I don't know. It sounds gross, but oh man, they had this with Jameson gravy and it was like phenomenal. I ate that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner when I
er,
visited
oh, so
Ireland. Oh shoot, that's so bad. I think it was Ireland.
hmm. So food is definitely one area that I don't venture a whole lot into first times with. I mean, I probably need to get a little braver, but I'm just not uh and it's not even because I haven't had like any like truly horrible experience. I'm just not I don't know. Uh that's one I'm just not brave. Now my first time, well, my only time in South Korea, it was a layover. Well, not a layover. So I was coming back from Okinawa and
Mhm.
was stopping at a few places, and I stopped in Korea because I really wanted to get leather jackets. Like, and
That's good.
so
That's better.
I went. I stayed. I even forget where the heck I was at, but it was the middle of nowhere, and I was so hungry, and so I went walking around, and I just walked into this restaurant, and of course I can't read the menu. The menu doesn't have any pictures. I don't know what is going on. So I have had moments like that where I'm not entirely sure what I'm eating or what I'm going to get, and thankfully it has turned out like halfway decent. I ended up with some sort of broth chicken thing. Uh,
Oh, I think I know what you ate. It's
do
like a
tell.
it's a big old chicken inside like a soup, right? Like a
Yeah.
soup. Yeah, yeah. Uh oh shoot, my Korean is horrible. Tak tak means chicken. And then soup. I don't know. I know what you're talking about though. I've eaten that where you put like a
Yeah.
little bit of salt and stuff.
Yeah. So I was grateful it was, it was something that I knew and recognized, but I was not sure that's what was going to come out. And you know, all over in Southeast Asia, I've had those experiences where I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to be eating. But
Well,
thankfully, I've
no,
never I've never been horribly sick from anything that I've eaten.
that's good.
Yeah.
Oh, probably because you're not like shoving random food in your mouth. I mean, like like I used to play this game in Germany called German roulette, German German restaurant roulette, and I would straight up like I'd open up the menu and I'd like see if I recognize some words, and if I don't recognize the words, I won't Google it. I'll just like kind of guess, and I will guesstimate what it might be, and then I'll order it. And
Well,
then when
thank Yeah, well, thankfully in Germany, the odds of something very weird coming out was pretty slim to none. I mean, there's definitely
It's
certain
true.
countries where
Come
your
on, you
odds,
gotta give me some credit.
I give you credit, but there are some places where the odds like drastically increase of really weird stuff. Actually, you know what? I have been violently sick from food one time, and it was in Indonesia. And but it wasn't from the food. I think it was from the ice cube that was in my drink. But
Yep.
we were at a hotel that was that where this stuff was not supposed. It was like Department State approved and where the stuff was not supposed to happen. Well, it definitely did happen. And that was extreme misery. And then I recovered and me and the Mastigans that I was with, so we had our flight back to Okinawa was very late. So we had a whole day of like going doing the tourist thing. And he was from the Philippines. So like nothing was, he didn't care. He was eating, drinking, everything. So we're out and about and, you know, they're offering like coconut water and doing different things. And
Mhm.
like, are you sure, ma'am? I'm like, no, I'm not, not
Oh
touching
man, street food's
thing.
the best.
Well,
And it's
not
also
that.
like, kind of like a game because you're like, oh, it's delicious. At the same time, am I gonna get food poisoning or am I not? We'll see.
Will this kill me? Will this will not? Or when I was so when I was traveling quite a bit in Central America, and you know, even when you're taking a shower, like you have to be like don't swallow any water and
Mhm.
do everything. When I got back to the States, you like forget, like, oh, I'm back in the States. It's okay if water it gets in my mouth. You're in the shower and you get water, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna die. Like, oh no, back in Massachusetts. Yes, which right now we have other things to be scared of, but we'll get to that. First, we're going to play the first time lightning round with
Okay.
you. So I think, let's see if hmm. I
Oh,
knew not, well, I did put a food thing in there, but I was like, because I know you, I know your food habits. So I was like, I bet you there's actually nothing I can throw out there. She'll say she has not eaten. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so the way it works, if you've already done it, it's up.
okay.
If you've never done it, don't want to do it, it's left. If you've never done it and would do it, it's right.
Okay.
Okay, so see the northern lights.
Um, I went to attempt to see it and I didn't see it.
Ooh.
Yeah, it sucked. So, but I mean, it sucked the fact that I couldn't see it, but I really do want to see it. So,
So where did you go?
went to Iceland.
Huh?
Yeah.
Why? Do you know was it just over like why weren't they there?
Yeah, it was just like overcast. Like it was kind of like frustrating. It was we went once, we went twice actually, and we couldn't see it. So like they refunded the money. But like or I think they refunded the money. No, they didn't because we did slightly see it. It was like this one streak of green and they're like, "There you go." And we're like,
Oh man. But you're
"Uh,
not counting it. You're like, I gotta go back and do this.
yeah. Yeah. So
Oh,
I'm going to go back even though it freaking is expensive there.
okay. Okay. Volunteer for the Peace Corps.
I wanted to do that, but I think I might be too old to do
No, you're
that.
never too old. You can go in like 60s and 70s.
Okay. Wait, no, 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 no. Wrong way, wrong way. This way. This way.
We're going right.
I
Okay.
know my left and rights.
Pierce belly button.
Oh, nah, I'm good.
You're
I'm
good
good.
on that one. That's a
I don't,
left.
I don't really want to do that.
Okay.
Pain.
Make bread.
Make bread. Uh, I guess if somebody was doing it with me because I'm a horrible chef.
Oh,
I
so you've
don't,
never made bread before.
no, no.
That's the latest thing. That's like the biggest trend right now.
I noticed
Everyone
that.
everyone's making bread.
Like everyone's going into freaking Laura Ingalls Wilder mode since like we've been quarantined. I'm like, no, I'm eating canned food because I can't cook and I refuse to learn. Mm,
Okay,
mm.
so we're going right on the make bread, but with some hand holding.
Oh, some heavy hand holding because I'm straight up gonna make like unleavened bread on accident. It's gonna be like matzah if I don't get help.
Okay. Ride on a four-wheeler or a quad.
Oh, I did that.
When did you do that? When was your first time on the four-wheeler?
I went to Hawaii and did like one of those tours, and it's straight up. I think we toured like the place where they shot Jurassic Park. So I'm riding the four wheeler, singing at the top of my lungs the Jurassic Park theme song. Da, 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 da. I mean, it was a hot mess.
It's a hot mess, but obviously a lot of fun.
It was a ton of fun. I loved it.
Okay. Dance the tango.
Oh, I did not do this.
I can
I
see.
would like to do it. I have two horrible left feet, so I would also need hand holding for that one. Like,
Yeah.
little-
Yeah, but I think it'd be really cool. I can definitely see you with the flower in your mouth doing the tango. Okay. Do an origami.
I have done that. And I only know how to make two things. I know how to make an airplane and a collared t-shirt out of a gum wrapper.
I guess that counts. A collared t-shirt out of it.
Really? Here's
Okay.
something that looks like
Demonstrate.
well, if you want, you can keep
Are you
asking
doing the plane? Which one are
questions
you doing?
while I
You
make you a
can
collared shirt.
do two things at once.
Oh my goodness.
You just start
Well,
choosing them.
multitasker. Crazy.
All right. Change your flat tire.
I have not done this. I want to learn how to do it though. Yeah, but I've never done it though. Oh wait. Oh, but I want to learn. Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's definitely something better to know how to do before you have to do it.
Yeah, I have AAA.
course.
Though. It makes me lazy. AAA makes me lazy.
Hmm.
I could just call professionals to do it.
True. I have run flats, so I don't even have a spare tire anymore. So that's that. But I have done it before. Well, not changed the spare tire, but I've rotated tires. So I've taken.
Oh wait,
tires.
I've rotated this tire.
Okay. Well.
Oh wait, I did. Like I guess that is like, but somebody was helping me, so I guess
Yeah. Well.
I said it's changed the tire.
And I have changed flat tires on my bike, but I was not specific on what type of flat tire.
Ooh, trickster.
Trickster. Okay, so this one, I'm only asking because it's you and I'm curious. Have you ever slapped anyone?
Yes, I have. Oh wait, yeah, I have. So one of my friends, she was she was like, you know what? If I start talking crazy and start doing all this stuff, I want you to slap me. Just slap me. If I'm just slap me. And I was like, okay, but I'm gonna slap you if you tell me to slap you. She's like, no. If I'm saying crazy stuff, just slap me. And I'm like, all right. So she was going off on a like a bad rabbit hole. And I got up and just slapped her face. And the look on her face was like, she did not expect me to slap her, but I'm like, you know what? I am a person. I keep my word and I keep my promises. So
No,
I go through with it.
Yeah, I've never slapped anyone. Was it like? How did it feel? What was it like?
It wasn't very hard. I mean, I didn't.
Yeah, it was
slap
just
very
like.
hard, but I slapped enough where there was a bit of a red mark.
Yeah.
I don't know. It didn't. I think most of the time I was just cracking up because of her face.
Yeah, she was in shocked.
She was in shock. Oh, by the way.
Oh, that is kind of neat. Actually, that is kind of cool.
Collar shirt. This is useless. This skill is absolutely useless to me right now. And
not really, because now you can put little sayings. So you know how people do quotes and they'll do it on a notebook or whatever? You can do quotes on your own made t-shirts.
Ooh, you know what? That is. And then I can send inspirational polo shirts to people.
Yes.
What the heck?
There you go.
Next, socks. Inspirational socks.
I can see it happening. I expect to have a polo pop-up inspirational quote happening on your Facebook.
Oh yeah,
I
you
expect
know
it.
it.
I know you're going to come up with something good. All right. So last one. Did you, would you, or have you ever entered a pet into a competition?
No, I have not, and probably won't. Just because, like, I'm not really like a pet person. I don't really have any pets. All my pets are like a turtle or a fish. I mean, no, they're not gonna win any competition, like for barring.
Well, you
I have
never know. They could have the prettiest turtle thing, and it's an online competition. You post a picture and
maybe
people
I
vote.
did,
But
well, I did have a cat and a few dogs when we were younger, but like,
yeah,
I mean, I never really viewed. They're just like companions. I don't. They were all like really like scrappy individuals, like from the pound or like from the street. So they weren't gonna win any beauty contests. They were just like they're little fighters, and I love them. I love
a
those
little
little fighters.
feisty. Okay, so today's prompt is, what was your first award?
Oh, okay. So my first award was actually, believe it or not, it was actually for being the most quiet.
How things have changed.
How things have drastically changed. It was in kindergarten. I was definitely shy when I was a kid. And also, it didn't help the fact that I didn't know English. So, um, like, they were giving awards out to like all the kids, like, most likable, most like, what crazy hair, whatever it is, And like, I'm almost positive the teachers were like, they couldn't find anything for me. They're like, oh, shoot, this chick never talks. Most quiet.
Quiet. Huh. My first, so my first award, eighth grade, was a bookworm. I
That's a
got the
good
bookworm,
award.
bookworm award. Yeah. So all my Nancy Drew novels, or I don't know if you can call them novels, books.
I love them. Nancy Drew is my jams.
Yeah.
I love her.
So, final kind of topic in question is, how are you making the best out of the current situation with the coronavirus pandemic?
So I'm a huge so first of all, I'm a huge fan of like doing a lot of first things. I feel like I'm I feel like every time I do something new, I learn something, I grow as a person. And to be honest, I think it keeps me young. I know I'm not old, and I know I'm not but I've been told that I look younger and I act younger than my actual age. And I think it really does keep me like, it keeps things fun. So like
Yeah.
I've been doing stuff like wearing a onesie to conference calls, just just because like there's only so much you can do like as a first time in the house, um that you're just like, you can bake or make food, like new food, you can do stuff like this. I mean, after a certain point you're just like, okay, I'm gonna crab walk from the living room to like freaking my bedroom, but like, it's it keeps you challenged. So I feel like I just challenge myself every day. I also have a routine, like wake up, do this, have to.
So because you're in school. Well, you're in school right now. So I think like, is school still going, taking all the courses online, or has that been paused? Or
Nope, it's still going. They went to online. They haven't like eased up on like the papers. So I'm still writing my papers. So I'm actually like, it's funny. Everybody's like, "How are you dealing?" I'm like, "Well, I don't know. I've been inside the house before this, writing my papers, and now I'm just writing my papers with everyone else in misery with me." So it's changed, but at the same time, like the schoolwork keeps me busy.
well, I love what you said, because I completely agree. I think 'cause before we went live, we were talking about how we can act like a bunch of teenagers, and it does. It keeps you young. It keeps you interested, and interested in interesting and, connected to all that life has to offer. And it's fun, and it's about creativity and entertaining yourself. And if you can be by yourself, make a fool of yourself, have a laugh at yourself with yourself, well, you don't get lonely or bored. I mean, it's great to be around other people, but it's not necessary. I mean, then you share it with other people. So yeah, love it. And
Thanks.
thank you for joining me. Really appreciate it. It was great to catch up and learn a little bit more about you. And I hope once this comes to an end, because you're
I'm
not,
going to Vegas.
yeah, as a spare bedroom. So come out for a visit, and we'll definitely find some first times to get into in Las Vegas, you and me.
Yay! That
Yay.
sounds great.
Awesome.